I recorded about a 30-minute video pouring my heart out, and honestly I could say it's the most genuine video I'd ever made before. And at the end of it, I had this feeling that it wasn't recording, and I looked, and sure enough, it didn't record. And I take moments like those, so much frustration with myself, and just anger towards like my irresponsibility of not like making sure it was recording or anything. But that just goes to show that everything in my life, every act, I'm supposed to learn something. I'm supposed to forgive myself, and most importantly, go back in and not always try to externalize things. Some things are so sacred that they're just not meant to be shared to the world, I guess. And even though the world it's in me, I am the universe, I am God, I am everything, sometimes it's just meant for that inner world. And that's a really hard lesson for me, because lately I've gotten so accustomed to making videos and sharing my insights, and so many times like I share these really, really in-depth aspects of myself, and it goes wrong, the camera doesn't work or something, and after all of that positivity, I lose it, and I get really frustrated and angry with myself. Then I have to ask myself, why am I making these videos? Are they to heal, or are they to just put out knowledge to the universe and to gratify me? No, that's not why I do them. And so in every act, through moments like that, I am forced to have that much more compassion. I am forced to love that much more, especially towards myself. And even though all that I had shared was really like me pouring my heart out, that doesn't mean other times through frustration I can't do that too. But I'll try to make another video later on today after work or something, hopefully, of what I discussed briefly. It may not be as potent and as enriching as the other video, but I'm learning to love myself through all things, and so even if it's not enough, or it's not good enough, or as the other one, it doesn't matter. All that matters is this very moment, and that I consciously choose to forgive myself even for the most ridiculous of things, like not recording a video. Yeah. Breathing is really important during moments of frustration and anger, or fear or doubt. I know this is a short video now because I really have to go, but thank you for being here and even watching my videos of inconsistency and irrationality. I find it very important that people are so open and genuine to my ideas, even though all of my videos express different aspects of me, and how even though videos that a couple videos ago, like I did like an LSD video a while ago, and I realized how different I am now and how I don't resonate with what I was talking about and the energy I was exerting towards the external world. And I have to know that it's just another expression of me, and even if I don't resonate with that truth of my past, even a few days ago, it's still a truth. Everything is still truth. And I'm just amazed at how all of you guys are so compassionate and understanding towards that alteration of me in every video. it's really amazing to me, actually. I often fear being limited and being bound by this idea of this is who we think you are, this was your truth, so this defines you. And so it's really interesting to see that most of you guys who watch my videos consistently are like growing with me through it. And I don't know if you guys can see the difference in on certain days or periods of my life through these, but it's helping me heal because I have this very egotistical manner of not wanting other people to see what I once was, because I'm so different now and I don't want to be limited and I don't want people to try to figure out who I am. And so it's really me stepping into a place of vulnerability and showing everyone my transformation. And it's ugly, it is, and I feel very awkward about these videos a lot of the time. I never rewatch them because of it. So thank you all for the most part, not judging me and for supporting me on this YouTube journey. It's been really beneficial for me, I think. And I'm finding that because I made these YouTube videos originally because let's just say shit hit the fan and my life got dark and I didn't know what else to do, what other outlet. And through YouTubing and videos, I've opened a whole new door. I'm starting to realize that communication is really important to me, and it's really healing for me. And I never really thought that before. When I was younger, my very first psychic lady that I somehow ended up going to pretty much said my throat chakra was just completely closed off, and apparently I didn't know this, but that was my ruling chakra. Like, Mercury is my ruling planet, and so my core essence, my creativity, the thing that really defines me wasn't working, and so I couldn't connect with myself, and now I feel it's my strong suit. And that's such a beautiful and empowering thing to know that I've transformed that chakra and that communicative, is that a word, aspect of myself to help others and to help myself. Yeah. Honestly, I have no idea what the other video was about, but it doesn't matter. I'm just glad to be alive and to be having a human experience. And that means having a range of emotions and learning to work with them and to be present with them and to forgive myself through it all. And to constantly remind myself of my purpose, which is self-realization, and as you know, that would be God realization, because we are all gods, and to find that unitive consciousness again, to remember the singularity, to develop compassion, to love unconditionally. And through my human stresses and worries, I am forced time and time again to remember who I am, who you are, who we are, and why we came here. I used to believe that the goal was to gain knowledge, to acquire more knowledge, constantly absorbing new things, reading, studying. Yes, that's an expression of God. Yes, it's beautiful. But I'm finding I got lost in that a lot. It was a very tricky game. And so now I'm finding I have to live in the heart chakra. Because when I live in the heart chakra, I realize the more and more and more I love and develop that keen sense of understanding, that true wisdom and true knowledge comes to you through that portal and that mind frame and that heart space. And yes, knowledge and seeking can bring you to very high dimensions, but the heart is in the center, it's centered. And so you'll find that the more you love and the more you let go and surrender, that you truly know nothing. And through that act of really identifying with not knowing anything, knowledge just, it pours into you like a waterfall. It's like you don't have to go anywhere or do anything to acquire it. You're aligning to this stream of consciousness, and it is beautiful to study and read books and to do all of those forms of expression and higher dimensional learning, but I'm finding for myself, and it may relate to others because I know my consciousness is definitely correlated to yours, that it's very delusionary sometimes, and you can create a lot of karma through always wanting more knowledge. So, yeah, center yourself as much as you can and acknowledge the fact that whatever you do, you create karma, and forgive yourself automatically for it. Because karma, too, is another delusion. And that's another really far out one. That can be a very limiting belief. To always believe that we are tied down to our negative traits and our negativity and our actions and how we put ourselves 10 steps back through karma. Yeah. You can get lost in absolutely anything, even if it's spiritual or enlightening. So just know who you are, be patient and forgiving, and keep reminding yourself of the singularity consciousness, of the unity, of what it means to be you and to be alive and to be consistently full of just openness, light and dark, and all of it. To experience everything and not be biased and not project negative associations or positive associations with anything you do. Just experience it, witness it. Witness the human experience, witness the starseed experience. All of it, it's all the same, you know? No one thing is above the other. It's like when you look up in the nighttime sky and you see all the stars and you realize there's no layers to it. They're just speckles in the sky. And it's your perception that may alter your idea of which one's above the other, which one's brighter than the other, which one's closer than the other. You know, that's like our individual experiences and consciousness is all about trying not to fall back into separation in a negative sense. Like comparing yourself and feeling down about yourself, or seeing the guru and then seeing you. The guru is there to remind you you are the guru. And so there is no levels to this game. Only your foggy perception creates levels and differences and tries to inform you that individuality is the power, the key. It's unity. But through unity there is individuality. You just have to keep reminding yourself there's always a polarity to everything. And so no one is better than the other. Okay, now my phone's gonna die, and I really have to go pick up the kids. And also, it's my last week here and nannying because I'm going to Argentina in like a week. And all I can say is this reality is getting really far out, and I'm excited for the first time. Not for the first time, but from a long time. I'm very excited from what I've manifested, and I'm curious to see what happens. And I know that because I'm experiencing what I am, you guys are too. Maybe in different expressions of that, but I know that there is this freshness and openness and just beauty being presented to others. So I'm excited for you all, as I am for myself. Thank you for listening.